Okay, so if you're making two, the conclusion is simple. You do this twice.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning!
And we were realizing today, we do these videos every day because
We just realized that.
we just realized.
But what did we realize?
We realized that we do these to walk life with you guys.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, like, I would watch the vloggers, like I've got a couple of family vloggers that I watch, and I would watch them even if they were just like doing nothing and just like interacting, because it feels like
You're there.
Yeah,
it's
you feel like you're there and you're getting to know them, and and that's just part of life. Is like we always talk about monotony, and I don't know, I guess when we make these videos we purposefully don't want it to seem like glorious life of abnormal awesomeness.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We purposefully like showing some of the monotony and being like, you guys know how this is.
Yeah. So we're gonna make some lunch. That's Mary's preface to how to make a ham sandwich. And we have, in the summertime, I feel like this is our summertime lunch, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the summertime, we make ham sandwiches for lunch. I'm gonna put you guys on the coffee maker, because, you know, why not?
If you haven't and you are interested, there's this little thing, it's like this, and it's red, typically with white lettering, and it says subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
It's that thing, and you can click it, and then you can click the little bell next to it.
And you can follow our boring life.
Well,
we don't think it's boring.
we don't
We think it's
boring.
exciting. I'm gonna make a ham sandwich. I'm hungry.
Well, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
In speech class or in writing class,
Okay.
they say, learn how to teach.
Learn how to teach.
And so didn't you do a speech on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Was it peanut butter and jelly?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I had to give a speech on how to make something. It was an instructional speech.
So we're gonna give you public speaking tips.
Oh, wow.
He's going to.
Okay. So.
I'll hold this wooden platter.
Oh, yeah. Everything is better on wood.
That's just a free tip.
Yeah, well, that's the first tip of public speaking, is to have a good presentation, like
yes.
a nice wood platform, or dress nice, you know?
There you go.
Yeah, dress for the occasion. And the occasion today is a ham sandwich, and dressing for that means a wood platter. So first you take the bread, you cut it open.
I think that's a song.
First you take
the peanut and you like peanut butter.
Oh yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to give tips about.
So you just gave your first tip.
Okay.
So, are we doing inductive or deductive?
Okay, so we're gonna do an inductive sandwich. So we're gonna start with the idea that we're going to make a sandwich, and it's
So you're giving your audience the idea, but
well, it's semi-inductive. I'm not telling them straight up how I'm going to make the sandwich. I'm going to give them step by step. So it's semi-inductive. So along the way, you're going to discover the big idea of this speech. So the first part is it's an open sandwich. So you cut it open.
Cut it open.
So you have a clear outline. Step one.
Okay, then you've got to go here, get the right perspective. You want to teach perspective, right?
Yes, and often when you want to make a transition in your speech, you change location. So, hence the change in camera
Like change
angle.
location on the other side of the stage.
Yeah.
Or...
So walk, like actually early on in my preaching classes, I would map out my different points as to where I would stand on the stage. I should be more planned about that these days, but but
there's always tomorrow to try that.
Visual transitions are helpful for mental transitions. So the change in camera angle means the next step is we get out the cheese.
Here it is.
We like white cheddar. You could use whatever you like. And we lay 2 pieces on there. Are you having a ham sandwich?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're making 2, the conclusion is simple. You do this twice.
Real life, people. Real life math.
How are you doing today, honey?
We moved my vest back upstairs because I think it's gonna be rainy the next couple days, so I figure...
No need to be downstairs.
I guess.
I don't know, it's good. It's good. It's good to change the perspective.
Change perspective.
Yes.
I wonder if I should just make a half.
You can make a whole and I'll finish whatever you want.
Okay, perfect.
Work as a team. That's another step of life. I don't know, this is just advice here on the Frey Life.
This is basically just this. You know what this is? We've said this before. We wish we could just hang out with all of you. And so that's what we try to do with these videos. And so you're just here on a Saturday having lunch with us.
To be real, Saturdays are pretty uneventful. I'm usually we've worked on a...
Before this, pause. I'm gonna put these in the toaster.
Step 3.
Go ahead.
All
Pretty
right.
uneventful.
So we toast the cheese on the bread for a couple minutes till it's nice and toasty and cheese is bubbly. Yeah. So anyways, I'm usually working on my sermon on Saturdays. I think what we've realized in my sermon preparation schedule is that whether or not I plan for Saturday to be a sermon day, my brain is usually in sermon mode on Saturdays.
So most of his work is done before Saturday, but Saturday is like finalizing it all.
Yeah, but I guess I feel like it's kind of fighting against myself to try to have Saturdays doing other things, having a lot of people, Saturday is their free day to do whatever, and I feel like it's kind of fighting against my mind to try to do that. So some weeks when we have something planned, I will do my best to have my mind not in sermon mode, but because Sunday morning is when I preach and I just have a lot going through my mind, and so it makes sense for me to set aside time on Saturdays to work on that. And so
Yeah, be focused.
I guess that's a tip for your speech classes,
Yes.
to know yourself and your preparation habits and what works best for you.
Do these public speaking tips
But
broaden?
they apply to life in general. So
Yes.
public speaking is a lot like living life. That's deep.
So we've got our sandwiches in the toaster. And it's gonna get a little steamy. That's okay. Sometimes that happens.
That's life. It's an analogy for life. Sometimes life gets a little steamy. But what I was gonna say was that because Saturdays are like that, we were like, let's just hang out in the kitchen with the vlog for a little bit and make our video for today. So that's what we're doing. Thanks for hanging out with us. Cheese is toasting. Okay, next step is while those are cooking, I'm gonna slice up my pickles because I like to put pickles on my sandwich. This is actually a new discovery, but what I do is I slice a nice thin couple slices and lay those on my sandwich.
That is an analogy that sometimes taking time
What's that?
for the details in life can be worth it.
Hashtag worth it.
All right,
Okay,
so
I think these are ready. So we're gonna pull these out.
they're bubbly.
A little
and
bit toasty on the edge.
This is kind of like a British toasty.
Yeah, it is. Because of the cheese. Okay. So.
This is our toaster. You have to.
We don't recommend this toaster oven. Okay.
Not sponsored. Okay.
Not sponsored, not like, I don't know.
Okay, so Sandwich Master at his best.
Okay. We think that all ham should be shaved instead of sliced. So that's what we asked for at the deli.
That's an analogy for challenges in life. We
Wow.
think that
You need to be shaved?
I don't even know where to go with that. Alright, so we put our ham on.
I'm gonna lay my pickles on there. And then next step is squirt some mayonnaise on it.
If you're a mayonnaise person.
And this is an analogy for what food makes you do.
Because don't forget to laugh every day. Okay.
How did we discover this sandwich?
I do not remember.
I mean, there's nothing, I mean, this is a sandwich, but made this way is pretty much the best.
And yeah, I mean, it's our jam.
I think the key is the toasting the cheese on it.
I think you might be right. All right, I'm gonna put these away.
And
the pickles.
The pickles
are the best.
The pickles are the best. They are a great addition to this lunch. And I prefer Cape Cod chips as my side. You like them too?
Salt is always good.
And we're gonna eat our lunch. I hope maybe we joined you for lunchtime with Peter and Mary.
And
as always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Cheers.
I'm Sandy.
Ollie.
Time to end the vlog, buddy.
Good night, everybody. Bye, guys. Happy Saturday. Oh, a little blink.